Hi, I'm here at the Elegantly Green Wedding Showcase at the Renaissance Boston Waterfront, and I'm speaking with Harper Della-Piana. She's one of the organizers and designers in the show, and so I just want to have a conversation with you and just ask you, like, how did you become involved with the program?
Well, I'm one of the founders of the show. We realized that there was a huge market for green weddings in New England that nobody else had really addressed before. It's a huge part of my clientele. I have a lot of clients who are from Harvard and MIT who are studying green, subjects. And when it comes to their time for their wedding, they want to do something green. There were very few stores in the area that sold some of the green lines that are available nationally and internationally. And so we just came up with this thing, and it's growing. I made a decision in my own business last year to stop using polyester altogether.
Wow.
Unless
Okay.
it's recycled from something else. I use only natural fibers or eco-friendly fibers at this point, or vintage. I take a lot of vintage fabrics apart and remake a lot of pieces.
So are you finding, like, as you're having these programs that more and more people are becoming interested in eco-friendly?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
2 years ago, when we started the show, it took us 2 years to put the first show on, people were saying, I could see doing that on the West Coast, but not here, which was really annoying and wrong. I mean, really, so.
I mean, I don't think that's true, because I definitely, like, in places like Cambridge and, like, in the suburbs, people are really,
totally. And the
yeah.
fact that, like, everybody's recycling now and everybody's conscious of it, it's not a fad and it's not an elitist thing anymore. I mean, everybody's conscious of it. Just like in the 70s, it just became a financially sound way to live, you know, so.
So tell me a little bit about your designs and, like, why you decided to become a designer and that inspiration.
I'm third generation in sewing, and I'm the first person to actually go for formal training. I studied with a draper who worked her way up through Nina Ricci in Paris, and I've been working since I was a teenager. So I've worked for a lot of people, which is really the best way to learn. You can go to college for fashion, but then you really need to just keep working. So I'm inspired by classic design, I'm inspired by vintage design, I'm inspired by Alexander McQueen and Dior and all of that, so.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so what did you think of the program today? Do you feel like it was a success?
I think it was great. I love the other designers' work as well.
I loved Alabama,
I have been a huge fan of Alabama Chainin for so long.
How long has she been around?
I'm not sure how many years, but I love the fact that she was part of the whole fashion industry in New York and realized that outsourcing needed to stop. She went home to Alabama for an event or something and realized that the local mill had been shut down and that there were hundreds of people in her town that could sew. And she moved her whole factory down there to Florence, Alabama, and everything is entirely hand sewn, even the seams.
I can tell. I don't think
they have a machine in their shop. So literally every single piece is signed by the maker, and it's entirely hand sewn. I'm like in awe over the stuff. I was so thrilled when they said yes, and then when the box arrived, I was like scared to open it. Kind of have hero worship for it.
So when's the next showcase?
We're aiming for Earth Day next year.
Nice.
Yeah,
okay.
so that's
April.
Really cool.
Someday in April.
April something.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Harper.
Thank you.
It's such a pleasure talking with you.
Thank you.